books in the bag. Okay, so this is how the formula will be. So since the question is asking us for the probability of a black book, what we are going to do is to count the number of black books in the bag. And then we also count the total number. And we are going to have our probability. And so here, we'll continue with this side. So the probability, okay, the probability of black will be equal to the number of black books is 3. So we have 3 black books, which I've also written here. So we are going to have 3 over the total number of books is 7. And so we have our answer there, we have our solution. So that is what you do. In this case, the question is asking for black. So favorable outcomes will be the number of black books divided by the total number of books. So we come to the next question here. So on our next question here, the question says the set A contains the first 10 natural numbers. If a number is picked at random from the set, find the probability that this number is number 1, it's an odd number, number 2, it's a prime number, number 3 here, it's a multiple of 2, and then a perfect square. So we have 4 questions here. So the first thing that we are going to do is to write the first 10 natural numbers. The first 10 natural numbers. So the set A. So in answering our question, the first 10 natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, natural numbers are just counting numbers. The numbers that we use for counting. So you should know the different sets of numbers. You should know which ones are whole numbers, which ones are natural numbers, prime numbers, and all those. Okay, so the set A contains the first 10 natural numbers. So these are the first 10 natural numbers. So in the first question here, the question says, find the probability that you pick an odd number. An odd number. So odd numbers are those numbers that leave a remainder when you divide by 2. When you divide them by 2, they will leave a remainder. And so here, we are going to have probability of an odd number. So we are going to count how many odd numbers we have here. How many odd numbers we have. We are going to count how many odd numbers we have. So the first one is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we'll count how many these are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of them. So we are going to have 5 divided by the total number of the numbers that we have, which is 10. And so here, you can simplify this one. 5 there, you have 1. 5 there, you have 2. And so our first answer there, the solution for the first question is half. So there are 5 odd numbers, and the total number of the numbers is 10. And then number 2, the next one says, find the probability that you are going to pick a prime number. You are going to pick a prime number. So let me do this again. Okay, so find the probability that you are going to pick a prime number from this set. So what you are going to do now here is, you count how many prime numbers you have. You are going to count how many prime numbers you have. So probability of a prime number is equal to, then you count how many prime numbers you have here. So prime numbers, we have 2 here. 2 is a prime number. 3 is also a prime number. 5 is a prime number. And 7 is a prime number. So in case you don't know what prime numbers are, these are numbers that have 2 factors only. Or in other words, when we say factors, we are talking about a number that can go into another number. So they only have 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So the prime numbers that we have here, we have 2, 3, 5, and 7. 9 is not a prime number, it's just an odd number. Because 9 has a lot of factors. It has 1, it has 3, and 9 itself. It has 3 factors. So it can't be a prime number. So here, we have how many prime numbers here? 1 here, this 2, then 2 this one, 3 here, 4 prime numbers. So we are going to have 4 divided by the total number of all the numbers that we have, which is 10. And so this is going to be equal to 2 into 4 there, we have 2. 2 into 10, we have 5. So our answer for the second one is 2 over 5. And then here we go to C. Part C of the question says, find the probability that you are going to have a multiple of 2. A multiple of 2. So probability of multiple of 2. So you are going to count how many multiples of 2 you have there. Now, in case you don't know what multiples of 2 are, those are the numbers that you get when you multiply a number by 2. So for example, you have 2 itself, you have 4, you have 6, you have 8, and you have 10. Those are the multiples of 2. So how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to have 5 here out of the total number of all the numbers, which is 10. And you're going to have 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 10, there you have 2. And then you can go to the next question, which is D. Find the probability that you are going to pick a perfect square. A perfect square is a number that has a square root. Okay, a square root, it's easy to find the square root even without a calculator. So, probability of perfect square. So you count how many perfect squares are there. So we have 1 here, because when you do 1 times 1, you get 1. We have 4, 2 times 2 gives us 4. We have 9, because 3 times 3 gives us 9. So when you multiply the same number twice, what you get is called the perfect square. So how many are they? 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 out of the total, which is 10. The total is 10. Okay, so this is what we have. We are now going to look at complementary events. Okay, so on complementary events now, there are so many different types of events that we have. So for our junior secondary, grade 9, we are just going to look at complementary events. Now, what are complementary events? These are what we can just call, in short, we can call them opposite events. These are opposite things. The probability of you doing something and the probability of you not doing it are what we call complementary events. And if A and B are 2 complementary events, then the probability of A happening, the chance that A will take place, plus the chance that B will take place, or the probability of B, is always equal to 1. So if you are given one probability, for you to get the other one, just subtract from 1. So here we have a question. It says if the probability that Shibuye will pass a chemistry test is 0.57, find the probability that Shibuye will fail the chemistry test. So these are 2 opposite things. It's either Shibuye will pass or she will fail. So you are given one probability here, and here's how you go about it. So the probability of passing is 0.57. The question says find the probability that Shibuye will not pass or will fail. It's the same thing. So probability of failing is equal to 1 minus the probability of passing. Since you are given the one for passing, for you to get the probability for failing, just subtract it from 1. So you are going to have 1 minus 0.57. Okay? And we are going to have it as 1.00 minus 0.57. And then 0 minus 7, it can't, so we'll get this one here, we'll remain with a 0. Put there, you have 10. Get a 1 from this 10, you're going to remain with 9. Put a 1 there, you're going to have 10. So 10 minus 7, you have 3. 9 minus 5 here, you're going to have 4. And then 0 minus 0 here, you have 0. And therefore, the probability of failing the exam by Shibuye is 0.443. Thank you very much.